Hi, guys, good evening, and welcome back to another episode of Speak Up with Moupriya. I hope all of you are doing wonderful and absolutely enjoying the self development journey. As you already must know from the thumbnail by now, today's episode is really important for all of you out there who are aspiring to crack a job or to get a promotion or to crack any interview as such. It can be an admission interview, it can be a job interview, or it can be a promotion interview. If you are in future or recently going to appear for any interview, this episode is definitely going to be really helpful for you. So do not skip the video, watch it till the end, because I'm going to give you a lot of easy and simple tips that you can follow to ace your interviews. For those of you who are watching me for the first time, my name is Moupriya. I am a communication and a soft skills coach. I am also a TEFL certified spoken English trainer and a certified life coach. And on my channel, Speak Up with Moupriya, I try and help out with spoken English as well as soft skills and life skills that can make the quality of your life much better. So if you like the content, consider subscribing and also don't forget to share it with someone who might need it. Okay, so let's get started with how to ace an interview. Now, be it any interview, the first thing that comes to our mind is a lot of fear and hesitation and self consciousness. What will I do in this interview? What questions are they going to ask? Will I be able to answer them? There is a lot of fear and self doubt that creeps up in our mind every time we have to face an interview. So, the first things first, as your preparation that you need to do, is first understand the fact that an interview is nothing but a discussion between two or more human beings about a certain role and whether you are a good fit for that role or not. So please remember, it is a human being that is going to talk to you, and trust me, there are no punishments if you do not get the job. It is not the end of your life, it is not the end of your career. So, the first thing, if you tell yourself or if you make yourself understand that this interview does not decide the course of my life, this interview is not the deciding factor of my future, it is going to make you a lot more comfortable facing the interview. So, the first things first, as I say, for everything is setting the right mindset. The moment you realize that the interview is nothing but a discussion that you are going to have with another human being about a job role or about an admission, you are going to feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more confident about the things that you are going to say in that discussion. So, first things first, no negative self talk, a positive mind frame, and not making the interview a big deal in your life. Instead, treating it just as a formal discussion. That's step number one. Step number two, whenever you are prepping for an interview, first thing that you should start preparing is questions about yourself. Who are you? Your introduction, what have you done till now, your educational qualification, if you are experienced, then about your job roles that you have worked in already. Apart from that, you should know what are your likes, what are your dislikes, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your goals in life. I have taken over 500 to 600 interviews all throughout my career, and most of the time what I have noticed is the moment you ask questions about somebody, like what are your likes, what do you want to do in future, why are you looking for this job, people generally go blank. They have no idea why, and they start thinking at that point in time. So, a very important aspect of interview preparation is to get to know yourself. Ask questions about yourself, prepare your answers, think about yourself and practice them. Stand in front of the mirror or record yourself and practice your answer delivery. That will give you a lot of confidence to actually face the interviewer when it is time. Number three, when you are prepping for an interview, along with yourself, you also need to find out what the job description is, how you align with that role, how your skills align with that requirement, and also find out about the company. That is extremely important. A lot of us go for interviews just by preparing the CV and getting dressed, but that's not the way to go for an interview. You should know about the job role. You should be able to justify as to why you fit into that job role. You should be able to justify why are you better than the other candidates who have come for that interview. So, getting into that groove and understanding these things about facing an interview is extremely important. Nowadays, you have a lot of resources from where you can actually do your research about the role and about the company. You can use Google, you can use the company website, you can use LinkedIn, you can use Reddit. A lot of platforms actually offer information about different companies and different job roles. So, go through them, put in the effort, spend time, and prepare your answers. Just like the personal questions, these questions related to the job role and the company also needs to be practiced by you. So record yourself or stand in front of the mirror and answer these questions. That is going to again boost your confidence and make you well prepared for the interview. The fourth thing that you need to understand is not everybody can have all the answers to any question that is asked in an interview. So, you should know for any situation where you are asked a question and you don't have an answer, how do you handle that situation? Do you bluntly say, no, I don't know that, or I don't have any idea, or I am sorry? Or is there another way to handle that situation? There are a lot of times where interviewers generally ask you questions which are difficult to answer to see how you handle situations where you are not prepared. So, there is a way that you can go about it. So, prepare how you are going to handle a question to which you don't have an answer. That is a very important aspect of interview preparation. Along with that, it is also important that you prepare yourself to handle stress. There are a lot of interviews where the interviewer knowingly puts you in a stressful situation or in a difficult situation. They give you case studies to handle or they give you a role play to act out. You should be prepared for that depending on what kind of interview that you have gone for. If you are getting interview preparation classes or help from somebody, it should immensely help you because you can discuss the type of interview that you are going for, the company that you are going for. You can do research on the kind of questions they ask and prepare accordingly. So, handling difficult situations in an interview again is a very important aspect of interview preparation. And lastly, number five, all the preparation and everything that you do, always make sure that on the day of your interview or before the day of your interview, you are not taking too much of stress. Practice deep breathing, calm yourself down with any calming activity. It can be watching a movie, it can be reading a book, it can be just writing random stuff or listening to music. Do something that will calm yourself down because if you stress too much, it is only going to impact negatively on your interview. So do not put yourself in a stressful position. Always remind yourself that this interview is not the end of your life and focus on the fact that your confidence is more important than impeccable sentences or impeccable language. If you are confident with what you have to say, it will be much better received by your interviewer. Instead of focusing on impeccable grammar, focus on confident delivery, and that is going to make a better impact on your interviewer. The last thing that I want to share today with you is apart from all the preparations in terms of questions, it is also important to prep yourself well on the day of the interview, which means are you grooming yourself properly on that day? Are you wearing the appropriate attire for the interview? Have you taken all your necessary documents in one place in a neatly organized folder? Have you reached the venue on time? Are you smelling good? Is your hair done properly? All of these things, which is a part of your grooming, play a very important role for an interview as well. So remember to make yourself presentable and to be on time for the interview so that you can make the perfect first impression. I hope with these small tips, you have got a little idea about how to handle an interview and how to prepare for an interview. Keep reminding yourself that an interview is nothing but a healthy discussion between two adults regarding a job or a position or an admission. And it's simple if you know what you have to say. So be confident and put your best foot forward for any interview that you are about to face. If you're looking for specific interview related guidance, I do offer two different types of courses on interview preparation. You can read the description box. I have given all the details on how to connect with me. And if you are looking for one-on-one guidance, you can definitely get in touch with me. Now you go ahead and let me know in the comment section what are your takeaways from this video. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up because that will keep me motivated. So with that, I'm going to wrap up today's video and I will see you tomorrow with another new episode. Till then, you guys take care. Bye.